Hi guys, it's me. I am trying my first live ever. This is new, this is different, and I just wanted to give it a try, hang out with you guys while I make a washcloth. If you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to have answered, just let me know. I would appreciate it. As I said, just kind of hang out, see what this is about. I've never done a live before, so hi Shirley, welcome in. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. I am going to make a washcloth out of some sparkle scrubby and cotton yarn together and see what I can just make out of it and hang out with you guys for a bit. You can barely hear me. Do I need to talk louder? Maybe scoot closer? I might need to talk louder. I do talk pretty quiet. Is that better, Shirley? Hi, Eileen. Can you guys hear me better now if I talk louder? Good, okay. I guess I'll just have to talk a little bit louder. You can't hear me, Eileen? Hi, Ivy. I thought I would give it a try, Ivy. I've never done it, but I have to do it sooner or later. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Let me try turning my volume up. Is that better, Eileen? Good. My volume was down pretty low, so hopefully that helps turning it up some. I don't want to feel like I'm yelling at you guys. The weather is pretty nice here today. We actually got some sunshine and 55 degrees. I was impressed. I'm working on a sparkle washcloth, a scrubby washcloth. I see Granny D is going to try to go live this afternoon. Oh, Shirley, I bet that is nice. Hi, Ola Joe. Thank you for popping in. I wasn't sure if it was a good time to go live or not. Everybody's got pretty much set schedules, so 63 is cold to you, Ivy? I would love 63. My favorite temperature is right around 70, 75. I can handle that. In the summers here, though, we hit 115, 117, and it's just dry, hot heat. No humidity in the summer. I don't know if you guys can hear my dog in the background. He's whining because he wants up on the bed and I can't get him up there right now. He's my spoiled old man. I sure hope Granny D's surgery goes well. I'm keeping her in my thoughts and prayers. Raining for you, Eileen, in 68. 47, Ola Joe. Brr, that's a little cold. And raining, that makes it miserable. 61 for Shirley. You put the heater on? My heat's still on at night. Doesn't run very much during the day, but at night it's on. I gotta keep it on at night. I'm so glad I got that scarf challenge finished. Oh, that was a lot of pressure to do with all the appointments I had last week and errands that I had to run, doggy appointments, and oh, it was just a busy week. But I'm glad I completed it. I'm glad I got it done. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. I know the kiddos will enjoy it when I go and drop it off. I've already got one box completely full of scarves and beanies and a couple of small lap blankets to donate to the school already, so we already had our 3 days of winter going into spring now. Wow, Shirley, that's great. I noticed my neighbor's cherry tree behind me is already blooming and budding, so I'm pretty sure our spring is here too. My daisies and tulips are popping up out front, so I'm pretty sure it's springtime for us now. I did 14 scarves in 6 days, Shirley. I did all different stitches and different colors for girls and boys. Oh, Ivy, that's going to be pretty. I can't wait to see that. And your tulip trees are budding too? Awesome. Ivy, you do such beautiful work. I love your work, your bead work. Oh, I still, that Barbie pen, I'm after that Barbie pen. Yeah, 14 I did. I showed them all in my video, not this morning, but yesterday morning. And then I showed the last two this morning. My hands were very sore. But I just can't put down my crochet hooks. I've got to have a hook in my hand all the time. I love to crochet. It is my passion. These little scrubby washcloths I make, they come in handy to donate to people. And I like giving them out for Christmas presents as well to my family. Oh, I hope you didn't hear that. That's my phone. Thank you, Eileen. I'll stay on for as long as I can. I don't know how long I'll stay live, but this was my first one. As I said, I did want to give it a try. I know I've got to do it sooner or later. I'm a very, very shy person. It took a lot for me to even start my channel, and if it wasn't for Thrift encouraging me, I probably wouldn't have done it, but I am glad I did it. Oh no, it was my phone giving me a notice. I'm not sure how to work all this to keep that volume down and be able to still have you guys hear me. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. I know I told you guys back when I first started this too. I'm so glad too. Ola Joe, thank you. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. I was saying that when I first started this, um, I have a very, very severe social anxiety and I get real antsy, and anxiety just crawls through my body if I have to be out in public. And I thought, well, talking to people on my phone is going to be just as bad as like going out in public, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And this community has really, really welcomed me. So I appreciate that you guys all took me in. Thanks, Ola Joe. I appreciate that. I try to shout out as many people as I can that I see too, that if I hear that they need help or they're struggling with watch hours or they need subscribers, I do try to shout out everybody that I can. Usually 3 or 4 a day I will give a shout out to. Um, Today I did VJ Crochets. She's in need of some help for watch hours, I believe. Jen's Hobby Nook. She's in need of subscribers and watch hours. And I know Sunita Makes Things. She's also in need of subscribers and watch hours. So if you guys haven't checked them out, please go check those guys out. You'll love VJ. VJ is a riot. Ola Joe, I loved your video you put up last night about your lost furls box. Those are beautiful hooks, though. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Pinky. There's my girl. Love you, sister. Your box was seen better days, but at least nothing was damaged. Sorry about that. I tried to get my big computer up and running and to use StreamYard, and instead of getting a black screen that says errors, it actually worked. It was so slow. I think I need to take it in and get it cleaned out. But by the time I pay to do all that, it'd be cheaper just to buy a new laptop or a tablet. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is just buy a second device so I have something to do lives on. And I'm glad my phone's allowing me to do it. So that's pretty good. I'm happy that I'm able to do this. I got 2 phones going off here. Yes, Pinky's my big encourager too. Pinky helps me a lot. I appreciate her so much. Aw, Eileen, that's sweet. I didn't realize how many talented people. Oh, Dawn, okay. Awesome. I will look for that tonight. I love it. If you haven't, guys, have not seen Dawn Aaron Loving Hands, you guys got to check her out too. Anything that lady touches turns to gold. She is amazing at clay work. Is it because of me that you're spinning, Dawn, or is it? She is, Pinky. She is a real sweetheart. I just adore her. There's a lot of you guys that are so talented out there that it's just amazing at some of the work you guys can do. The clay work, the dyeing of yarns, and oh, you're spinning yarn. Okay. Boy, I don't think there's anything you can't do, Dawn. Over 100 years old. Wow. I'm not sure, Shirley, what kind of clay she uses, but she makes clay hooks, and they're all done out of clay, no paint, nothing. They're just purely clay, and she does characters like Tigger and Eeyore, and she does amazing, amazing work. They are absolutely beautiful. And she dyes some beautifully colored yarns too. I love to watch her dye yarn when she does her yarn dyeing videos and lives. I'm going to get her Halloween Advent box. I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to see what's in those. If you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask, as long as they're, within limits of not being real personal. You do pens, Shirley? I have been crocheting since I was 12, Ivy, and I taught myself by watching my grandmother because I'm left-handed and she was right-handed. So I just kind of watched what she did. I started mimicking her, playing with her yarn and hooks, and I taught myself how to do it. What I'm doing right now, I'm working on a sparkle scrubby washcloth. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for dropping in. Eileen, I have made baby sweaters, but I have never made myself any wearables. But I do want to, now that I have all of the material, I do want to make the cocoon cardigan by Bago de Crochet. And I would love to make her Ruana that she's got. And I have the material for all now. Surely the scrubby yarn can be hard to work with if you work with it alone. If you work with it just like this, it will eat your fingers alive. But if you mix it with a cotton, like I did, it softens it up so it's not so hard to work with. Oh, Nancy, you needed a break from adulting. I'm never an adult, or at least I try to never be one. I always do kid things if I can get away with it. I think if you work with just the plain scrubby yarn, it's not so bad to work with alone, but if you use the sparkle one like I'm using, it's the Red Heart sparkle yarn. If you use this one and by itself, it is very rough on the hands. So I always try to mix that one with a cotton to help it from chewing my fingers up. Otherwise I've had my fingers where I've had sores on them from that yarn from using it too much. Yeah, Nancy, YouTube is definitely more fun than going through things. Yeah, Pinky, you're right. Ouch, if you work with it alone. Yeah, I've worked with it alone too, but it just eats my fingers up. So I thought, well, if I start mixing it with the cotton, it won't be quite so bad. But they do make nice Christmas gifts for people, and for myself, I like them in the shower. I like to make the little scrubby pads for dishes. Mr. Cozy does the dishes all the time though, so he's the one that uses them, not me. I'm pretty spoiled that way. He does the cooking, he does the dishes. I just have to set and clear the table, but other than that, he does everything in the kitchen for me. I've never tried the Hirschner's brand, Nancy. I've seen it, but I've never tried it. I should give it a try. I've just always used the Red Heart kind. I'm grounded from Hirschner's for the rest of this month. I'm not allowed to order from them. I still have some more things coming in, and I just opened that big box with you guys yesterday of all the stuff I ordered, and I still have some more stuff coming in. I gotta hide all the evidence so Mr. Cozy don't find them. I know most of you guys are a couple hours ahead of me. What time is it here? It's just now 12:30 here. Really, Pinky? You've never bought from Hirschner's? Wow. I hit their good sale. I got a lot of nice stuff for decent prices. You've never bought from them either, huh, Eileen? I'd be right there with you, Nancy. I wouldn't just be stalking. I'd probably be in jail for trying to go in there and help myself to a few pretty yarns. I knitted before, Shirley, and I used to knit just scarves and like booty socks to wear around the house. But once I learned to crochet, I never touched knitting needles again. Yes, Nancy, their shipping is a little expensive. I think it should be, if you spend over 150, I think it should be free shipping no matter what. Yeah, I won't buy from Joann's anymore after the fiasco I went through with them. I like their yarns, but I won't order online. If I want it, I'll go to their store and get it. I won't order from Joann's online anymore. When it takes 3 weeks for your stuff to get here and the store's less than 20 minutes from my house, instead of shipping it from their store, they sent it from Georgia, Ohio, and one other place. It took 3 weeks to get here. Then they turned around and charged my card 3 separate times for the same order. And yes, it will come all in separate packages. You're right, Nancy. I agree, Olajo. Way too long. I used to buy from Amazon until my Amazon account got hacked, and then I shut Amazon down. Yeah, I did too, Nancy. By the time I got my last package, I forgot what was in it from Joann's. I thought about trying to order from Michael's online too, but I I live in the Tri-Cities and I have three Michaels, three or four Joann's, a couple of Hobby Lobbies, Craft Warehouse. Um, Amazon is evil. They gave you a credit card. The Craft Warehouse is a really cool store. I don't know if you guys have one where you guys are at, or um, but next month I asked Mr. Cozy if he would take me around to some of the stores here. Hi, Maritza. To see and show you guys around like the craft warehouse, to go in there and show you around like my Hobby Lobby. I'm sure most Hobby Lobbies are all the same, but I think it's pretty cool that I have three major cities all in one. So if one Joann's or Michael's don't have it, the other two might have it. Ooh, buffalo yarn. I bet that was super soft. I wish they would do more fiber craft shows around here. Most of the craft shows around here are cards and ceramics, paintings. I don't see very many of the fiber shows around here. Yeah, Pinky, I would love to see buffalo yarn. That's got to be beautiful. I would love to see that. Was it real expensive, Shirley, for the buffalo yarn? Oh, it was expensive, huh? Bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah, a lot of people just aren't buying a lot of things. Pinky, you do ceramics too? Wow. I do diamond paintings. Does that count? Those are crochet and diamond paintings. Those are my two favorite things to do. You do them too, Eileen? You have a diamond painting craft page, don't you, Eileen, on Facebook? Wow. For a small hint, $80. Wow, Shirley. Diamond painting does count in a Facebook group, Eileen. Awesome. Oh, wow, Pinky. That's awesome. You do diamond paintings too, Pinky? I didn't know that. That's cool. I find those very relaxing. I can put my headphones in and just go for hours at them, not worry about nothing else around me. Put my favorite playlist on and just go to town. Yeah, Eileen, that's fine. Go ahead. I agree, Pinky. You are an arts and crafts girl. I don't see a lot of people doing ceramics that much anymore. And if they do them around here, they're mainly already done and painted. They don't give you the option to paint them yourself. I find my little diamond beads all over the place when I diamond paint. So I ended up buying this really cool tray that holds 24 different colors, and I finally just numbered it all. And I've got all these little different tools for it. I bought everything for my diamond painting from Temu. I'm cheap. I don't think I paid $3.98 at the most for my diamond paintings, and that's for the big ones. Yeah, I find the beads everywhere. I gotta make sure when I'm done I sweep the floor and get the Swiffer out so that the dogs don't eat them. Under boob diamond art. Yeah, they stick everywhere except for where they're actually supposed to. I'm also working on a couple of blankets I mentioned in my video this morning that I started. Um, I'm using that Touch of Alpaca Lion brand yarn in the blush. Yeah, I try to keep mine strictly at the dining room table so that they don't go anywhere else. But they've been under the placemats, stuck to cups, and on the seats, and you name it, they're there. Um, I was saying I'm using that Touch of Alpaca, the blush yarn, making a blanket out of that, and then the Lion brand date night yarn. I'm going to make a blanket out of that as well. Oh, that's a good idea, Pinky, using them to make Christmas ornaments. Hello to anybody that just came in. 86,000 diamonds? Wow, that's a big one. Nancy, your cats will get them and fill in the blanks for you. Yeah, that is a big one. 86,000 diamonds. That was large. Wow. I thought mine were big. That one makes mine look like little babies. I'm so glad I decided to go live. I was scared. I was. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was nervous and scared. I almost said no. I'll wait until tomorrow. But if I did that, I would just keep waiting and waiting and waiting, and then tomorrow would come and I would make another excuse and not do it. So I'm really glad I just did it. But you guys make it easy and comfortable to do so. I didn't know the Dollar Tree carried them, IBB. Hi, Daigo. I voted for your Hobie uh, bingo ones that you put up. I voted for all of them for you. Oh, it's hit and miss Ivy at the Dollar Tree. VJ, you're braiding hair. If I was closer, I'd have you braid mine. I was telling VJ Pinky that you're the one that sent me to her. VJ's wonderful. I gave her a shout out this morning too, as I was saying. I gave VJ a shout out. I do too, Pinky. I love her. She's a riot. Hola, Maritza. I'm getting there slowly. Yes, I'm streaming on YouTube, Daigo. I was saying earlier I tried to get my big computer up to use StreamYard, but it will load it, but every time I try to enter, it takes forever. My fan's making you cold. I'm actually hot and it feels good. I know sometimes when I'm doing my videos in the morning, my fan makes me dizzy when I'm recording. It's like, oh my gosh, I need to shut that thing off. Got my puppy sleeping now. Nancy, your cabinet's not done. Okay, Daigo. How was your pattern, Nancy, that you got from Reverly there? I can't read patterns, so I gifted mine to Nancy. Oh, you haven't tried it yet? One thing I never learned to do was read a pattern. I know what the stitches and everything mean, and oh, that's your goal this year? You're going to try to learn to read them? I've tried to read the ones like on the bands of the yarn and stuff, and if it's very, very beginner friendly, I can understand it, but when you start getting into the more intermediate and advanced ones, I get lost. Oh, you used to write them out, Eileen? That's a good idea. I mean, I understand all the abbreviations and stuff, but Mikey has a video on how to read patterns. I might have to go check that out. I know somebody else was saying they were going to do a video or a live of how to read them as well. Pinky, you can read them too, and graphs. Graphs I couldn't do at all. I would like to learn so I could learn to do a graph again. Oh, that's nice, Eileen. You're helping your sister with one. That's nice. I can look at a graph and try to figure it out, but I can't read it. Once you memorize the symbols, then you're good. That's a good idea, Ivy. Oh, you made a Elmo, Eileen? That's cool. Bart Simpson and Mickey Mouse. I wanted to learn to do a Minnie Mouse one because my granddaughter just loves Minnie. And when she lived here with me, everything was Minnie. Everything had to be Minnie Mouse. Oh, that was nice, Eileen. I made my granddaughter, I don't know how many blankets. Yay, welcome back, Dago. Matter of fact, I think I made her probably close to 30 blankets I made for my granddaughter of all the colors that she liked, a couple of scrap ones. I think I showed a scrap one in one of my past videos that she asked me, she goes, Mommy, can you just make me a scrap blanket out of all these yarns? What are you going to do with them? I said, well, I guess I can make you a scrap blanket out of them. So she started picking out colors, and that's what I did. That's funny, Shirley. Thank you guys all for joining me. I know it was kind of a spur of the moment. I didn't advertise it or anything. I just popped on. And now that I got this first one out of the way, the second one should be a whole lot easier. I just got to try to find a time to come on so I'm not interfering with other people's lives. I don't I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want someone to do that to me, and I don't want to do that to somebody else. So it's just, they do take a while, Ivy. They do. I love to make blankets though, and I don't really have anything else to do. I'm retired at home, so I have nothing more to do but sit at home and crochet. I had a friend of mine before she passed away. She ordered blankets from me like every week. She wanted me to make her blankets, and she paid me well for them. Hi, Bonnie. Welcome in. Now, what blankets I make, if they don't sell, I usually donate them to the nursing homes, or I'll donate them to the school for kids in need. I like to make sure that the kiddos are well taken care of. We have a lot of kids in our community that don't have a whole lot of things, and you're hooked on blankets right now, Pinky. I love some of the garments you make, Ivy. They are just beautiful. Oh, that's cool, Shirley. You were the first one. That's nice. You're retired too? Yeah, I shouldn't be retired. I'm not that old. I'm only 51. I shouldn't be retired, but I have early medical retirement, so I can't work. All right, Maritza, you finished your first shaw. I have not yet, Pinky. I talked about it this morning because I got new yarn with lots of nice spring colors. I was talking about maybe starting some spring things. You need a mouse? I think maybe that's what I should do, is I should just make a nice light spring shawl. You're always late for the seasons. I never worked ladies' jobs. I was always in with the men's field. I did roofing and mechanics. Roofing was my favorite. I did that for quite a lot of years, and that's pretty hard on a body. But a friend of mine from high school, back when I lived in Michigan, we had our own roofing business that we did. No way, Pinky, you're not that old. You don't look that old, no way. I know your birthday's not too far away from mine, though. I wished I still could that time to go to work, Pinky. I really do, 'cause I get bored sitting at home. Take a road trip? No, my days of doing that are all done. My back couldn't handle it no more. Just you're only 2 years older than me, Pinky. I just turned 51. Well, happy belated birthday, Dago. My son's birthday is December 18th. He turned 31. I can't believe it. You started crocheting in 1972, Shirley? Yeah, I wasn't even born yet. Oh, you take care of your mom, Nancy. There's no, you're not. No. You look very, very nice. Wow, Eileen, that's a long time too. Next month, Bonnie. Wow, a lot of you guys started crocheting really young, 7, 10. I was 12. January what, Shirley? Mine was the 25th. Yours is the 12th, Shirley. My sister's was the 14th, and my grandmother's was the 9th. She is having surgery tomorrow, Nancy. Yes, us Aquarius have to stick together. Oh, no worries. You're not late. No one's ever late. Oh, wow. I know she said something about she was going to try to go live here soon. Yes, definitely. I will always keep praying for Granny B that everything goes well for her. Well, I sure hope they can fix Granny B's leg. That's terrible. Well, she said she didn't fall or anything, so I wonder how she did that. At 4 o'clock, she said the doctor will be operating. Wow. I must have missed that, Pinky. I didn't see her on there. Of course, Saturday night I was watching D. I watch D every Saturday. Oh, VJ's live now? I gotta watch VJ too. Thank you, Ola Joe, for stopping in. I appreciate it. Well, why don't we all just run over and we'll do a VJ raid over to VJ's. I appreciate you guys stopping in. I'm glad you guys checked me out. Thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate it very much, you guys. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. We can call my raids cozy raids. So why don't we all do a cozy raid over to VJ's? Thanks, guys. See you guys later. Thank you.